Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talk. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. It is Sunday morning. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about some stuff that happened to me today that really brought back some memories of the last crypto bull run that we've seen. It's just interesting when I hear people talk about cryptos that really are brand new to the sector. I mean, even when I talk to people that are into gold and silver, I enjoy talking to people that are brand new to the sector. But when it comes to crypto, I find it most interesting. So we're going to talk a little bit about something that recently happened to me, and it kind of touches on crypto, and then we'll kind of get into some silver and gold stuff. So if you enjoyed today's video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me, help me out, and let me know your thoughts. I know I've been reading everybody's comments. I haven't been replying back to everything. I'm trying to get caught up, but I just have a lot going on right now, and it blows my mind. It really does blow my mind when I talk to some people about cryptocurrencies. So please take a minute, hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. So I'm going to just jump right in and tell you guys first what happened today. Two things that really got my attention, and both of them, to me, amazed me. So I was actually getting my hair cut, and some of y'all know Bumblebee. Some of you don't. Bumblebee was a lady that I used to date, and she's also a hairdresser. And I still go to her for my haircuts, and we're still really good friends. She started, putting some coins up, some silver coins, just away. She believes in it, and just finds it interesting that nobody talks about it. Nobody else knows about it. So, and there's a lot of people that know about it, but it's a very small group when compared to the population. And I think that's why it doesn't really catch on. We have done an amazing job as a country dumbing down Americans to not really understand what precious metals are. And that's why when you meet people out of the blue, that's why it's important to casually bring it up. Talk to them a little bit about it. Some people, they understand it a little bit, but they don't do anything about it. And I find that even interesting too. So the first one was just before I got my hair cut. I was actually talking to another lady there, and we talked a little bit about silver, gold, and after the conversation, she says, "What do you know about crypto?" And that she kind of is really interested in crypto right now because everybody's making a killing on crypto. And I find that so funny because society as a whole, mainstream media, do they ever really direct people in the right direction? I mean, really, when you think about it. I mean, I watch a lot of, even though I won't say a lot, but I watch a fair amount of, I guess, mainstream stuff, only because I like to know what mainstream is talking about, what's going on, specifically like Jim Cramer. I mean, I don't agree with the guy. I don't think he knows jack. I hate to say that. He knows how to pitch. He basically pitches stocks. And half the time, I shouldn't even say half the time, because someone did a count and they said 80% of the time he was wrong. And I find that interesting. Why are they sending people into losing investments? And I really just think it's a pitch on, like a timeshare pitch. Why do they promote timeshares? Well, they promote timeshares because they make a lot of money off them. And when it comes to cryptos right now, there is a huge amount of gambling going on in cryptos. Yeah, people are making money at it. There's no disputing that fact. But look at what they're doing to make. I was actually just watching a good friend of mine. I would still consider him a good friend. And he basically was doing a video on XRP, a YouTube video, and showing it. And I know he's margined. In his video, he stated that he is margined 25x. And I was like, what? That means a 4% drop in the crypto XRP, and you are out everything real quick. And he goes, well, we're in a bull market. And you're absolutely right, first of all. We are in a bull market when it comes to crypto, but it's amazing how quick they can change. Look what happened with Bitcoin the other day. We dropped 10% in one day. So anybody that was margined 25x was wiped out. And it can happen with gold and silver. So don't think it's only happening that way, except you can't margin 25x on gold and silver. Actually, though, I asked him, I said, what can you margin? What's the most you can do if you really want to just gamble big time? He said, you can go up to 50x. It's like, man, that means a 2% drop and you are out everything. I find it, he goes, yeah, but think about it. If it goes up $1, you just made $50 on $2.50. Basically, your profits are multiplied by 50 and your losses are multiplied by 50. And it's interesting. I won't say crazy, although it's extremely risky. That's what I was telling him in the comments. I said, you need to be very careful. He goes, yeah, but if you're just doing, $40, $50, it's not the end of the world. And I guess that's true. I know he said he did a $40 the other night and bumped it into 300. But it really makes me wonder, are people just gambling on crypto right now? And that's where a lot of that money, that hype is coming in. Because it doesn't take much for, how many people have ever played roulette at the casino? I love roulette. Roulette's a fun game. You get to pick the numbers that are special to you, whether it's your anniversary, your birthday, whatever the case may be. And people will bet big. And then you get a good group where you got, 8, 10 people up there playing. All of a sudden, 0 or 00 get hit, and it just takes the whole table. And that's kind of what I think will eventually happen with crypto. It's kind of funny, especially when more and more new people are getting in on it. More and more new people, more and more people are wanting to play the margins. I mean, that's pretty cool, being able to put up $1 and all of a sudden it's worth 25 or 50. But you need to be extremely careful. The last time that I seen something like this was when I was big into Dogecoin the first time. And Dogecoin at 4 cents, like I said, I got into it at 4 cents and I sold early, but it kept going. I remember when Dogecoin was 65 cents and I got called to the salon and asked if I would talk to this lady. And I talked to her and I said, so what? I got told that and I'm going to say Bumblebee because I don't like to use people's real names. But some of y'all know Bumblebee, like I said, because she's been on the channel many times. So I go and I start talking with this lady. She wants to know how to sell some gold coins that she had bought. I said, well, how many do you have? What exactly do you have? Can I ask? She basically said, I don't have a lot. I got about 10 grand worth of gold coins. It's only about 5 or 6 ounces at the time. And you got to think, gold at the time was about 1800. And she wanted to put it in Dogecoin at 62, 65 cents, something like that. And she wanted to know how to sell them. Would I be interested in buying them? And what are my thoughts on that? And I'm not always the most well-spoken. I mean, I talk on here a lot, but sometimes when I hear something, I just burst out laughing. And that's exactly what I did that day. I just bursted out laughing. And she goes, what is it? I said, I'm familiar with Dogecoin. I have a lot of it. And I think, it's interesting because now we're at 65 cents. You want to get rid of your gold coins to buy Doge. I find that comical. I said, you realize how much it's gone up already? And she's like, yeah, that's why I want to do it. My gold coins haven't really done anything. She goes, yeah, I mean, I bought them at like 14 and now they're like 17, 18. So yeah, they went up a little bit, but imagine if I had put that 10 grand in Doge when it was worthless and rode it all the way up to 65 cents. Hindsight is always going to be 20/20. All these people that are leaving comments about how much money they're making on cryptocurrencies right now, first of all, I got to say I'm happy for them. I really am. Am I envious a little? I mean, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I wish I had had more into crypto. I wish I had kept mining crypto as it was climbing. The thing is, this is a ride that will come to an end. And when it comes to an end, it's going to be brutal. There was a lot of people that bought Bitcoin at $70,000 and rode it all the way down to 18. These people were miserable. When Dogecoin went to 72 cents and then plunged all the way down to 10, these people were devastated. I know one guy that had over 100 grand, and he refused to sell. He said, no, you're a fool selling. You shouldn't get out. We're just getting started. And all of a sudden it came crashing down. And did he make money out of it? Of course, he still made some money, but not $100,000. I mean, even at the worst thing, if you bought in when we first talked about it, it was 4 cents. Even if you rode it all the way back down into the ground, it still bottomed at 10 cents. So you still made roughly 150%, which is really good. But eventually the ride comes to an end. Now here's the thing. That's if you bought early at the beginning. The people that are buying now, they're not at the beginning. The hype is already in full swing. People are talking about this everywhere. And I think, it's interesting because when this happens, I believe it's a good thing. I hate to say it. I've said time and time again, where there is a winner, there will be a loser. And a lot of us that follow the channel, I think, the majority of us have a fair amount of precious metals. It doesn't mean we're solely invested in precious metals. Some of you guys that are my friends, I know that you have precious metals in case things break down, and you've got some cryptos so you can have fun and keep taking the profits from the cryptocurrencies and pushing it into silver and gold. And that's great. But there's a lot of people out there that are literally going to lose everything that they have built up. And anybody that thinks this can keep going on forever really needs to sit down in a quiet area and just think about what has happened and what is most likely going to happen again. But unfortunately, like I said, a lot of money is going to be lost, and the sponge of cryptocurrencies is a good thing. It's a good thing because it is taking a lot of extra cash out of everything. That would be, if people weren't investing it into cryptos, they would be spending that money on the open markets. And when people start spending a lot of money, that's inflation. Is it what's causing it? No. But it definitely is helping. If everybody was to all of a sudden hold their money and just tuck it under their mattress, well then, yeah, you wouldn't see inflation. Because as quick as government is printing it, someone else is tucking it under their mattress. So obviously we're not seeing it. It's when all that money comes out and starts going in circulation and getting spent over and over and over again. And the velocity of the money just starts spinning. And when that happens, that can be dangerous. We've experienced it recently when we've seen all these raising prices. A lot of countries are moving away from the dollar. Those dollars that are coming back to the United States, if they get in the everyday supply, that's going to cause prices to spike up again. So it's kind of good that a lot of people are pouring their money into cryptocurrencies. And that's why a lot of people in the stacking community believe that this is one big Trojan horse designed for another purpose. And maybe I've always said, there's a good possibility it's designed to absorb a lot of the cash, to keep growing, because it's digital. I mean, look how many Bitcoin wallets are lost forever due to lost codes. And it ain't just Bitcoin wallets, any crypto wallet. Look how many of them are gone because someone lost the codes. I mean, I'll be honest, I had one wallet, my first wallet, I lost the code. I mean, will I find it? I might. I wrote it down somewhere, don't know where. But who knows? We'll see what happens. You have to understand this is extremely risky. When you're investing in precious metals, it's not really a lot of risk there. What is the lowest precious metals could go down to? I mean, silver already is a finite resource that's getting burned up. We're using the heck out of it. And technology, we need more of it. I mean, with cryptocurrencies, there's nothing there. I mean, I'd probably rather just hold a sheet of paper as opposed to cryptocurrencies. I mean, I'm saying that if I was going to put like $100 into something, would I rather have $100 in crypto or $100 in toilet paper? Now, I know someone out there is going to say, you are not comparing crypto like Bitcoin to toilet paper. Well, first of all, we're saying $100 worth of one or $100 worth of the other. You know, you have something physical. And maybe that's not the best analogy, because I know someone is literally going to talk a little trash about that comment. But there's nothing there. It's not physical. I mean, it's like digits on a screen. I mean, I guess it's great. You can use it right now. You can still spend it. But how quick can that fall? You're not holding anything physical. Gold and silver, it's physical. And right now we're having all this news about it. And a lot of cryptos are going up right now. Why? Think about why. Because they think Donald Trump is going to institute some huge Bitcoin reserve like we need an actual Bitcoin reserve. It's not a silver stockpile reserve. It's not a petroleum or a diesel reserve. A Bitcoin reserve? I mean, think about that for a minute. I mean, he's already said we don't have the gold anymore. That's why we could never really go back on a gold standard. Because, unfortunately, we don't have the gold. Now, why that got made public? I mean, he said it, somebody aired it, and boom, the clip stayed out there. And it's easy to see. But you've got to worry about that. And who knows if maybe that day he was just having a bad day and just said that sarcasmically. But we haven't audited him forever. And y'all know the way they loan out gold and they loan it to someone else. And okay, we'll loan it to you, but you pay us the interest on it. I mean, the Federal Reserve is a private bank. The Federal Reserve is going to move their gold wherever they think it's going to be the safest for them. A private bank means the people that run the bank are going to put their assets close to home. They recognize what gold is. They know gold is money. It's wealth. Everything else is just debt. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I thank everybody for watching. I know some people are not going to like this video because essentially they're crypto stackers, I guess you can say, cryptocurrency investors. I still wish everybody the best. But one of these days it's going to pop. And I'm not going to come on here and make a I told you so video. Because obviously the lesson is what will be important, I guess you can say. Nobody needs a lesson. I mean, I've learned lessons the hard way. I don't need them rubbed in. Trust me, they stick. One of my good lessons, if you've been following the channel for a long time, if you've got any silver coins, don't put them in paper rolls. Put them in plastic. You know, you learn your lesson the hard way. You don't need to be laughed at, too. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Have a great day and a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.